Oh wait, I actually have a crazy story. I don't know if I've told this one before. So back when I first, this is before debut, but after I've gotten into Face Connect. So at the time, Mr. Sakana had already known that I'm in Japan and all that stuff, right? And then he was like, "Oh, do you want to meet everyone?" And I was like, "Oh, sure." So then, I book a dinner. I book a place for dinner, and I'm like really nervous because this is my first time meeting like all the girls. So I was really nervous. So I booked the place. I told him the time. I gave him the address. I booked for like many people. I show up early. I show up like 5 to 10 minutes early. Yeah. And I'm sitting there. And I'm like messaging him. I'm like, "Oh, I'm here." And he's like, "Oh, okay, we're running a little late." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then, and I'm sitting there. And then like 15 minutes pass and no one has come. And I'm like, "Are you guys coming?"
Oh no.
The Sakana's like, yeah, we're on our way, And then another 15 minutes pass. The staff are starting to look at me funny because it's been 30 minutes past our reservation, and the staff are starting to look at me funny, and they keep checking in on me, and they're like, are you okay?" It's like, yeah, it's like a table for like I don't know, like 8 people or something like that. 8 people. It was a huge table. And then I waited, and the staff was like, "Is everything okay?" And I'm like, yeah, I think so." And I text again. I'm like, where are you guys? And he's like, "Oh, sorry, the plane was running late. It turns out Gen 1 had just flown in that day. Their planes had just landed." And then the staff are looking at me, and I'm like, Are they okay? I thought the staff were gonna kick me out because I've just been sitting in this restaurant for like 45 minutes to an hour now, right? I've been there forever. And then I ended up telling them, I was like, I lied. I don't think the airplane was delayed, but I lied, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry. Like, actually, it's like for work, and it seems like our clients were late. The plane was late." And then the guy was like, oh my god, a plane. Oh my god, okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can wait. That's all you. I was like, oh my god, okay. Yeah, it was a half lie. Anyways, eventually, like an hour and 15 minutes pass, and they show up, and then Sakana kind of knows what I look like, so he walks over with Gen 1. He walks over with all the girls, and he sits down, and I'm like, "Oh, how was the flight? How's everything?" I assumed they knew who I was, so I was like, I knew who they were. I didn't know who each person was, but I knew they were Gen 1, so I was like, okay, like, I was like, "Oh, like, how was the flight? Like, welcome to Japan. Like, I hope you guys aren't too tired." And they look at me like with the most blank stare in their eyes. Like it actually looks like this, like the most blank stare in their eyes. I remember Leah especially looked like this. The blankest stare in her eyes. And they all sit down around the table. And then I'm like, "Oh, hello." And I introduce myself by name. I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Bibi." And then they don't know who Bibi is. They do not know who Bibi Biscuit is. But I was like, "Oh, I'm Bibi. Nice to meet you." And then Sakana was talking to me like nothing happened. He was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, the traffic was crazy. The taxi was late." I was like, "Oh, no worries." And then they kind of awkwardly greet me. I later asked them, and both Uruka and Leah were like, "Yeah, we just didn't know who you were. Like, sometimes he just does this. He doesn't introduce you." But they didn't know who I was, so they were like, "Who is this girl sitting at our table? She's holding our reservation for us, but who is this girl? Who is this girl?" So yeah, and like basically, 10 minutes into conversation, I think it was Pippa. Pippa was like, "Oh, are you like?" And then like it was like, "Oh, are you like one of the new girls?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's me. I'm entering. I'm entering." and then it all clicked. And then we had a normal dinner after that. Yeah, I think they weren't sure if I was staff. They weren't sure if I was just a random girl Sakana found off the side of the street. They did not know who I was. But and then and then Sakana's like, "Oh yeah." I need you guys to know this happened like 3 other times.
Huh?
This happened again 1 week later when I met like JP Senpai. I told this story on the Nasa Pico show, but this exact story happened in Japanese, by the way. This exact story happened in Japanese with like Pico and you Senpai. This happened twice. This happened 2 times. The Japanese. Yeah, this happened. I think it happened again when I met up with Lumi. When Lumi was here. But by then I have learned to adapt. I have learned to adapt and just say, "Hello. I am Bibi Biscuit and I'm entering for Gen 4. Nice to meet you." So yeah, they thought I was like, I feel like I made the absolute worst impression ever on my senpai. On the bright side, I think we all get along. I think we all get along now, so I guess it's fine. All's well ends well? Question mark. Yeah, I must have looked like staff, because I also was like talking to the restaurant. Like the first time at that first day I was waiting, I like told the staff in Japanese. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then I apologized to them and I told them everyone's here and we can start eating. So like, that's really staff. That's really staff. Yeah, everyone blames Sakana for this. Everyone blames Sakana for this. So it's okay.